Nope. Black women were we even attempt to be more palatable to non-black men since non-blacks don't have afro hair. Notice how this divester was only being used for a quick nut, yet she felt that she was in an actual relationship with this fat man. You can't take a divester seriously when she says she dated many non-black men. Dating to a divester means sex. The divester will continue dying for what she believes in. Divesting gone wrong. Rachel Mame Adwa Amua fought for her life by trying to force a non-black man she was just having sex with to take her seriously. Thanks to the subscribers for the cash apps and reminding us of these stories. Rachel was in a relationship with a young man named Haderana, aged 24, who was someone that lived across the street from her. Though Hader described the 1-month relationship as just friends with benefits, they saw each other back and forth for a month until disaster struck. On May 6, 2021, Rachel and Hader went about their day. For Hader, he went out for a boat party with a lady who he has been pursuing a romantic relationship named Abigail Dwyer, a 26-year-old exotic dancer whom he had met at the King of Diamonds Club few days prior. After the boat party, Hader invited Abby to his apartment, which again was just across from Rachel's luxury apartment. After Abby arrived, she and Hader were cuddling and watching a movie together when they heard a slight knock on the door. But upon checking through the peephole, Hader saw no one, so he thought the sound was from the movie, so he went back to sit. Prior to the knock on the door, Hader had received 18 missed calls from Rachel. For obvious reasons, he decided to ignore those calls, which really aggravated Rachel. At around 1 a.m., after not getting a response from Hader, Rachel decided to go investigate why Hader was not picking her calls. Unknown to her, Hader was with his exotic dancer, drinking, smoking pot, and watching television all this time. According to Hader, he started hearing some bangs on his door, which kept on going continuously. Hader allegedly asked several times who was there and received no answer. He said the moment he cracked the door open to see if there's someone hiding underneath the eye hole, the door gets kicked open, someone comes in, he takes one shot, resulting in the person falling on the ground. Rachel was shot once in the neck area. He claimed he shot in self-defense as he did not know it was her. Police were called to the scene. First responders found Rachel mortally wounded around 1:20 a.m. She was taken to a hospital in critical condition, but succumbed to her injuries a short time later.
Around 1 a.m. and it all happened on the 7th floor of this residential building in downtown Miami. Police arriving to this building on Northeast 1st Avenue in downtown Miami around 1:20 a.m. A deadly shooting happening on the 7th floor.
Found that a woman apparently was unconscious and appeared to have been suffering from a gunshot wound to the neck area.
First responders rushed the woman to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The victim was in her 30s.
But right now we have one person that has been detained and another person, a possible witness, that we are questioning at this time.
Police family is feeling a sense of relief. It's been more than a year since a woman was killed in this Miami high-rise behind me. Now, it was 18 months ago when police say that 24-year-old Hader Reyna was the person that killed this woman. He's been charged with second-degree murder. Mamie Amul was shot in the neck inside a Miami high-rise on Northeast 1st Avenue. She later died at the hospital. Now, in bond court, attorneys argued over the facts of the case. Lawyers say the victim called Reyna 18 times before she went to his apartment. Reyna was watching a movie with another woman when attorneys say Amul knocked on the door and tried to barge in when Reyna shot her.
Banging on the door multiple times at near 1 in the morning, where he's asking, who's there, no answer. The moment he cracks the door open to see if there's someone hiding underneath the eye hole, the door gets kicked open and the assailant comes in. He takes one shot. The assailant falls.
Now, the suspect is expected to have an Arthur hearing. That is where his attorneys will ask for him to get a bond, where he'll pay an amount of money so he can spend pre-trial outside of jail.
Her mother has been vocal about this case and thinks something isn't right about the whole story.
Allow you to go in that building. You can't just go in that building without you having a key or somebody.
Your daughter, when divesting goes horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. I told you.
The police said Mami was shot last night.
Jonelle Jackson recounts the moment she received the devastating news her daughter, 26-year-old Mame Amua, had been murdered.
I have just spoken to her that night because it was like 2 days to Mother's Day, and I have bought a ticket for us to go on the Mother's Day boat cruise.
On May 6, 2021, Amua was found shot in the neck at the Caoba Apartments in downtown Miami. Jackson says her daughter had moved to South Florida at the start of the pandemic and had a bright future.
She had a clothing line. Yeah, she had a lashes line. She went to school for beautician.
The case is still ongoing after 1 year since the crime was committed. It has been